What's up, guys? It is 5 a.m. and it is leg day. Not the most ideal time to do that, and it's gonna be a quick workout because I gotta get ready for work once I'm done with this. So it's about 20, 30, 45 minutes, depending. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. So I've already got the PowerTech bench set up for leg curls and leg extensions. If you have a home gym and you're looking for something that, good leverage machine for legs, definitely recommend this. So let's go ahead and get started with warming up. We're going to start with some leg curls, blast those, kind of see how we're feeling with that, and then might do some stiff legs with the barbell, and then jump into some quads. So it's going to be short, sweet, but intense. We're going to build up, drop set if we need to. Just kind of go from there. Hopefully we can just knock this out and be done with it. But let's go ahead and get started. So generally, stuff like this, trying to get set up with all this isn't the most convenient, but I like to grab the back where the legs go. All right, so that was 20. These are just warm-ups, just really trying to get the blood in there. I don't know, this is a very good benching machine for this, especially like at a home gym. You're not making it to the gym, you don't have a whole lot of equipment. So I have some squat rack stands, and I was using them for like squats, stuff like that. But one of the problems I was running into is when I'm really getting up in weight, like there's these little pins and they go in through the sides, but it's like still loose. So I've been doing a lot of dumbbell work for my squats and a lot of stiff leg deadlifts for my hamstrings, just because of the squat aspect of that. I want the barbell, but they make it feel a little unsafe. So when I get that squat rack in, I'm gonna be doing some more of that, because it kills me not being able to do that kind of compound, getting the whole body involved. So, but you work with what you got. So let's do another set with just this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. All right. Warming up legs at 5 o'clock in the morning always sucks. Because for me, legs is that's half of your body. And I feel like the most ideal approach for training legs efficiently is eating before, and then having ample time to really get through that. Because you need to blast your legs. Like, your legs aren't like your other they're the largest muscles in your body. They have the most, so they require the most work to be stimulated. So I don't know, man. I would rather work legs if I had more free time. But whenever you're rushing like this, not the most convenient, but if you train hard, failure aspects, you can get it done for sure. All right. Here we go. We're getting some blood in there, so I think we'll take because I only had a 25 on here. Really just, honestly, just for warm-up purposes. Now, if you're curious about this machine in particular, I definitely recommend it because it does. I don't know if you can tell, but I've had some freaking weight on this thing before, man. I've done leg extensions. I've had like 445s on this thing, just banging them out. Hamstrings, same kind of deal. And it's solid. It'll hold. There's a pin on the back. You can change the height and stuff like that. Awesome. This seat goes up and down so you can, match what you're trying to do for it or whatever. So, honestly, this is great. Only thing is this piece comes off, and then as long as you got a spot for this section of it, it's not bad. But if you have a home gym and good, leg extensions and hamstring curls, this is the way to go. Unless you have selectorized weights, then it's owned individual machine. Then by all means, that's probably the best. But everything else, all right. Sometimes it's a little funky getting in here at first with the 45 because it's bulky, but once you're in position, it's not bad. So. So that was 12. Getting up is kind of funky because whenever you're training like that, sometimes I'll push myself up because you feel the tightness from your hammies and your butt. It's like you're hitting burnout. So I'm gonna do another set of that. I still feel like I'm in the warm-up phase because I'm trying to get blood in there because especially with hamstrings, if I go up too fast, I risk tweaking stuff around my knee and all kinds of stuff. And I don't really have knee issues, but I can always tell when things aren't flowing as they should. So let me get some water. So we'll probably do another set of this and then up the weight. But because this is my first exercise, I need to get as heavy as I can that's reasonable. And then as the workout progresses, we'll worry about the volume of it. But it's just better to get the weight for your sets first. And my feeler sets, they slowly turn into my working sets, and my working sets fall how they fall. The weight is what it is. I'm not too worried about how much I'm lifting. I'm worried about being if I'm attaining stimulation for that. So let's go ahead and do another one of these. We're trying to stimulate, not fully annihilate, but yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You'll notice at the end, sometimes I won't come all the way up because coming all the way up, sometimes that part of the exercise, I'm good. It's just that beginning part. So sometimes I'll stay around there and do a couple, like, I don't want to say they're bounce reps, but just enough to get that part of the motion in sync with the last part of the motion. Because sometimes the back part of the motion's fine, and then you're starting out and it's like it's still a little tight feeling. So we're gonna throw a 25 on there, and I'm probably gonna keep the reps lower for right now, just for the sake of going up. And then I'm a big drop set guy, so once we get to a point where the weight's challenging a little bit, get the strength in there, and then we'll drop set down and get the volume, get your money's worth out of the exercise. So that's what I do. It's tend to work for me when I'm consistent and I'm eating and I'm getting enough protein. Oh man, I'll tell you what, it's hard staying motivated at 5 o'clock in the morning and doing legs. If you're a female, I'm sure you're excited about doing legs, but some of us guys are like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to train my back or something, All right. I felt a little rough. I don't even care. No, I felt that, like, as soon as I got up, I felt my body's trying to warm up in those areas too. So I'm gonna throw a 10. So when you get this attachment, it comes with this little collar. I have the red collars that go on regular dumbbells that clip, but they want to, for whatever reason, they want to slide. They don't really lock in, but this, you put it on, screw it down. Because sometimes as you go up in weight and you're doing the leverage, the weights want to push out. And it's not a huge deal, but when you're going up and down, the weights, they want to clank together back and forth. And it, like, for a regular barbell, it's fine, but that tends to drive me absolutely crazy. Plus, with it being 5 o'clock in the morning, everyone's sleeping right now in my house. And my master bedroom is right above that side of the garage. And if I wake up my wife, you know what it is. You know what it is. I don't think she'd be too mad, but let me not. All right. Let's do another set with the Power Tech hamstring curls. All right. Oh man, that's rough. I'm gonna hang around there just so give you guys some context of my workouts, but they're all fasted. I do not eat anything before I do this other than drink some pre-workout, but I don't eat. And most people, they'll eat before they work out, but I love fasted workouts. I'm someone who stays lean, consistently stays lean. That's just what I prefer. It really helps me stay shredded when I'm on point. Got my P's and Q's going, but I do my workouts fasted, and then I'll eat what I need to eat throughout the day. My main priority is making sure my protein's at least 200 grams a day. My calories are going to fall where they fall. But as long as my protein's high, my body's going to go back and forth between a little bit of size and maybe not as much size. But because the protein's always there, you know, I tend to get shredded pretty easily. So I'm not a big bulk guy anymore. I don't really care. That ship has sailed for me, which I could do that, but I do not want to do that. I'm not stuffing my face all day. I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not going to be either. I'm just trying to be in very good shape and look like an action figure, a little action figure. Oh man, if there's any one of you that has this, you would agree that the selectorized weights, the hamstring curls, are heavier at the gyms than this leverage one. Because man, I can put those hamstring ones at the gym, like the single machines, and you could do like 150 pounds there, but here almost half of that. It's just heavier with this. It's just that leverage point, I guess, but which is fine. I'd rather use less weight anyway, just to get to the goal. But oh man. So we're going to hang around here. I'll probably do a couple more sets. We'll drop set it, and I'd like to do some stiff leg deadlifts, and really just finish off the hamstrings. Probably won't go as heavy with those just because, I don't know. I don't want to say that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh man. We got a little bit of blood in there, but I feel it in my calves too, which is good with hamstrings. So if you're not training your hamstrings as much, you should, because they're part of your posterior chain, part of your back. So very important. I ain't got to tell the ladies because they be all about it. They be training glutes and hamstrings and everything from the waist down. We just got to get the men to do it. Well, do it more. All right. I say we'll do another set of that, and we'll drop set it because I got to get rolling. And I'm really feeling it, which is fine. You know, your workouts don't need to be complicated. You just need to hit a couple exercises and get your money's worth out of each exercise. You know, just start training up, building weight up, and then hang around that weight for the working sets. And then to finish, do your drop sets and hit failure for the volume. Move to the next exercise, do the same thing, especially if you're crunching on time. Best way to go about it. And it works really well for me because I gotta go to work soon. Oh man. All right, let's do another set of this. Really just burn them out. Oh, 5 a.m. and I'm doing this. All right. So we're going to drop set it. Drop setting with this isn't the most convenient because you gotta take the collar off, you gotta take the weight off, and you gotta put the collar back on. Then you gotta get back in the thing and lay back down. I'm just being a sissy. Oh, that almost didn't want to come up because they're burning. All right, so we'll take the 25 off. They're on fire. On absolute fire. All right. Let's get it. Oh my God. Didn't want to move, which is fine. Whatever. All right. Let's get to the next exercise. Man, that was killer. I'm sure you guys are watching. That didn't look like anything, but for me, I'm like, oh my God. All right, so let's get the next exercise started. All right. Let's hit some more of the hammies and just finish them out. So I'm going to do a couple sets of this. Make sure I hit failure. And I'm going to move straight to quads because we got to be quick about it. Oy. Oh, my hamstrings are burning. And that movement, you kind of can't tell, but I like to, as I'm going down and coming up, I'm like kind of pushing my knees together. And then as I'm coming up, I won't go all the way up because once I get all the way up and hit lockout, I'm not really feeling it. But that lower motion of like all the way down and kind of almost, and I'm staying in that resistant plane. That's where I feel it the most with these. And they're already spent from the drop set that I did with the curls. So right here, I'm probably not going heavy. I'm really just trying to burn them out. Oh man. All right, let's get another one. Because we're going to keep the rest period short on this one. And this is a good compound exercise for you. So oh, once I got to that bottom part of the motion, I'll probably do 2 more sets of this, but I got to make them count because I got to get right into quads now. So I got to burn these out. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to legs, it's harder to get it all in because 1, it takes me longer to warm up, and 2, it just needs more. So I have to get to weight quick and then start hitting failure quick. Just so I can, hit the quads. But all right, short rest period. All right, let's do it. Oh, man, these are killer. But they work. They work really well, especially for your posterior chain. Doing this from your lower back down to your hamstring. It starts making everything pop, sync together. Some people, they don't like these for hamstrings because, one, they can't feel it, or two, it's just the movement's too awkward in general for them. So, but I definitely recommend this, and if you're doing this and you kind of feel that it ain't right, stick to just the hamstring curls and just spam them until they can't do anything. And just do these as needed. Or you could have your whole workout doing this and not the hamstring curls. It's ideal you get both movements because they're working differently. Like this is getting more of that stretch. Those are getting the peak contraction. All right, let's do one more. Make it count though. Burn. All right. Let's go ahead and jump to quads. Hopefully we don't die, because I'm about to die after that. All right, so let's get set up. All right, so I'm really crunching on time, but to really obliterate quads, I'm gonna superset them. We're gonna do goblet squats with the adjustable dumbbells, go up as much as we can, and back and forth between the leg extensions. And I'm gonna just burn out, and that'll be it for quads. But you can get it done. It's real good to get it done, but rushing legs is awful. And I don't wish it on my worst enemy, but this is what I have to do. So we're gonna do it. So let's start with the extensions. Oh man. So like I said, this is adjustable on height, and sometimes it likes to clank, so I like to make sure that thing is tight, but we got just a 45 on there. We'll see how it goes. So it's a very clean machine for doing this. So if you have a home gym and you're looking for a leg extension option, definitely recommend this. This first one I'm going to be spamming through reps because it's just a 45 for quads. So really get the blood in there, because there's a good bit in there just from doing the hamstrings. All right, so now get our dumbbell. It's at 30 pounds, so we're going to spam it. So this, I'll hike it up, grab here. Oh shit. At the bottom of that movement, feeling my hamstrings engage. Oh, like just above that, I'm feeling it in the quads, but when I get too low, there's no more quad. It's all hamstring and glute. And I'm like, I already did that. But it's fine. That's a compound, so. At least I'll fail on the bottom part of the motion, so. All right. So with leg extensions, we're gonna go up. I'll throw a 25 because we're trying to burn out. Because I'm running out of time. $45, $25. All right. let's just get right into it. Short rest periods. Cry later. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. All right, so we'll do 12. We'll up this to 40 pounds. These are Bowflex 1090 adjustable dumbbells. You go up to 90. So if you got a home gym, don't have a lot of space, definitely recommend these. I hesitated at the bottom. Hamstrings and glutes are cooked. Supersetting that, dude, it'll test your mental fortitude. I want to go up in this, but that superset is just killing me. And see, you ain't got to do much. As long as you're intense with your purpose, you don't have to do a whole lot. You just have to do a lot within the exercise. But you don't need to do like 40 different exercises. So I think I'm going to throw another 45 on here. Because, I mean, they're leg extensions and then probably drops at the end. I don't really know how many sets I'm going to do. But we'll get this on here. But yeah, man, this little extension machine definitely can hold some weight. Now, keep in mind that there's been times where I've had this loaded up. And if it's too much, sometimes it's like so. So I'll grab, in the extreme cases, I'll grab my 55s and I'll just put them over the back bar. It keeps it down. No issue, but keep in mind. All right, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We're up to 50. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Sorry, I can't even talk because that last one was just, oh my God. So, I might get away with another set. But if I do that, it needs to be a drop set because I need the absolute most failure from that, because those last two, not as much the extensions. This is your money exercise right here, the squats. But these are great for the upper quads. But because I'm crunching on time, I need to go ahead and hit failure now. All right, so we'll do one more set and then I'm gonna have to call it. But that'll be legs. Oh, wish I had more time. There's more stuff I'd like to do, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, straight into the goblet squats. That was rough. This one's already on like 30. So we'll grab this. I definitely failed there. Almost didn't get up. All right, guys. That's a nice little home gym leg workout for you to try. I think I'm going to throw up. No, I mean, I might. I don't know. But that's a good leg workout for Crunch for Time. So if you guys want to see some more home gym workout content, please like and subscribe. Yeah, man, I'll catch you guys on the next video.